Namaste. Welcome to Yoga Plus Therapies. My name is Radhika and we're going to go through a class which works on improving mobility and flexibility. Most of it is floor level and it's about a mid-range, easy mid-range class. Okay, so here we are starting straight away with the breathing awareness in and out through the nose. Just calm and smooth and slow. And we're going to expand that to take your awareness down to your belly. So when you breathe in, puff out a little bit like a little balloon. And when you breathe out, relax, collapse, soften or draw in. Again, breathe in and breathing out. Expand that now. So this time, breathe into the belly and also breathe into the base ribs. So expand, expand. Breathing out, reverse. Draw in, draw in. One more. And then we take a third area around about the breastbone, sternum area, which lifts and expands. So you breathe in first here, second here, third here, and then reverse. Breathe out, soften the collarbones, the base ribs, the abdomen, draw in. Let's take 3 breaths that. We call that complete yoga breathing. Okay, complete that and return to normal breathing. Next we have another breathing practice called Bhastrika, and for that we need to do a few hand mudras. So the first hand mudra or gesture just stretches out the hands as you move up, and you'll be breathing in here. And as you breathe out, make a little fist, thumb on the outside, draw down and draw in the belly. So we're breathing in and out quite a little bit more forcefully. So let's do 10 to start with, just fairly rhythmically, and to start from here. Breathe in and breathe out. Remember that. 6. 1 more. Take a little pause. If you want, you can do another mudra. Just thumb over first finger, palms facing downwards. Let the breath come back to quietness. And we'll do it again. So again, 10 times, 10 repetitions. Bhastrika, like a bellows action. Emphasis on here on the exhale. So start with your hands here and let's begin. Breathe in, breathe out. And 2, 3, 6, 'Last one. Once again, take your Chinna Mudra, called Chinna Mudra. Let the breath come a little bit more normal, relax, no head wooziness. And let's do that one last time. Begin and breathe in, breathe out. Last one. Relax the breath, return to neutral breathing. All right. And the third breathing practice is a very gentle pranayama, where we expand the breath a little bit on the exhale. So let's just start with easy breathing in and out through the nose. And let's take a count of 4 to breathe in. Nice and slow, and a count of 6 to breathe out. smooth, relaxed breathing. Breathing in to 4, 2, 3. Breathing out to 6 counts. Again. Now you can repeat that, or if you're feeling fairly confident, we can add in a little pause break between the breaths. So breathe in to 4, hold the breath for 2 counts without breathing, and then slowly breathe out calmly to 6 counts. And then after that, hold the breath for 2 counts without breathing. So the ratio now is 4, 2, 6, 2. Let's do 3 of those. All right. Gently finish there. Once again, return to normal breathing. We're going to make our way down to lying on our backs, and for this section you'll need a belt. I've got a stretchy belt, which is very nice, but you can also use a tie, a scarf, or any belt, and a block. So take your legs forward, and we're going to lie down upon our backs. Place your hands on your pelvis. We're going to start with 3 versions of pelvic tilting. So the pelvis is like a bowl, and you're going to place your hands here, and the pelvis is going to tilt forward and back, like a bowl. And you're going to feel your lower back arching away from the floor and then pressing back to the floor as the pelvis rolls forward and back. A few times. The second one, without moving the knees, you're going to tilt the pelvis side to side, so like a bowl rolling over from bottom to bottom, from buttock to buttock. And the third one is going to be the pelvic clock face. Imagine you've got a clock painted on your lower back sacral area, and you're circling around like the hands of a clock. So your pelvis moves round and round. Pretty good for core control and stretching out all that lower back area. Go the opposite way. Good. Take a pause. Our next exercise is a simple stretch. So stretch out your right leg on the floor and simply point and flex the foot 3 times. Just a little warm up. Switch legs and do the other side. Good. Next, we're going to work it a little bit stronger. So lift both arms to the ceiling. And then we're going to try and lift both legs together, up and down 3 times. So you keep this a little bit under control, so you're not wiggling and waggling around too much. One more. Good. Next, let's take a full body stretch to stretch out. So stretch your legs forward, interlace your fingers, stretch the arms back, and take a full body stretch. Bring the hands down next to your hips. Once again, bend your knees over your chest or legs. Have the arms in the air, and you can either lift your head up with one hand supporting the head, or no hand support, and flap your hands a few times, just like you're waving. Good. Last time, full body stretch again. Finish. Okay, so from here, we're simply going to hug our right knee to our chest in the wind relief. You can have your leg close to you. You can have the other leg stretched out a little bit in the air, heel, foot pointed. You can have your head lifted or on the floor. Before we change sides, bend both knees and rock from side to side, loosening up your lower back, and change that to hip circling 3 times one way, and then hip circling 3 times the opposite way. And then hug your left knee to your chest and straighten the right leg on the floor in easy wind relieving Pranayama. Okay, once again, hug both knees to your chest, and this time gently draw your knees and thighs apart. So you're getting your hip opening, and we're preparing, you can keep doing this, or we're preparing for something called happy baby. So if you have long arms or the stretch, you can take your hands from the inside or the outside of your feet, pull your hips apart and have your feet turned up towards the ceiling. Now, you can stay here, or you can start doing sideways rocking again. So going from one side to the other as you please. Or if flexibility and strength permit. Very good. Once again, bring your knees over your chest. Do a little hip circling release. And we're going to go into our spinal twist with a few variations. Pop your feet down on the floor. You can take your arms out to the side. I normally start on the right, but this time I'm going to start to the left for the camera. Shuffle your hips over, turn both knees across to your right side, and your hands can hold the legs down, so your knees are sort of one above the other, feet one above the other arm is stretched out. There are variations. You can stretch the top leg out straight into the other hand, and then the last variation, the hand at the back comes down to hold the other foot. So you're stretching out, twisting your body very gently to the opposite side. So your legs are going to one side and your body is going to the other side. And then you unravel to come out of it, and we'll do the other side. So, easy spinal twist with leg variations, one leg straight, the other leg bent. Oops. Unravel to come out of it, hug your knees to your chest. And next we'll do a lovely, lovely hip movement. So have your legs bent wide apart as your mat. This is an inward hip rotation, so just very gently roll from your hips, not your knees too much, turning the hip inwards for a short while or a few times. And then do the other side. So this is just a warm-up, warming up the hip inwardly. We're going to do it again, either identically or with a little add-on. So the add-on means you open the opposite hip and take the foot on top of the front knee. You've gently opened up the body. Such a nice stretch. This is a hip rotation. Slide the foot off, return to the starting position, and do the other side. So both hips turn over, you take the foot up, and you turn the upper body to the opposite side.
back to the starting position. Hug your knees to your chest. Place your hands behind your thighs and see if you can stretch both legs up to the ceiling. You can flex and point your feet or just keep them there. Take a little pause. And you can either easily come out from the side or you can hold your feet and just come up to sitting from here. Cross it. So we're going to start a section now just with our legs stretched out. For that you'll need maybe the belt as well as the block. Stretch your legs forward in Dandasana, the seated staff. Hands can be either facing forward, sideways or backwards, depending on the length of your arms to your body. Let's work with our feet first. So slowly stretch the feet forward and back, just the feet. And you'll find your legs loosening, tightening, relaxing. Next, we're going to work with the toes. So heels forward and toes up. And then just curl your toes forward, like you're doing this. Okay. Curl and stretch back. So you're really strengthening the arches of your feet and the soles of your feet as well. Try and do the same thing now with the feet going a bit forward. Not too overly strong. You don't want to get cramp out of it. So just stretch, curl. Wiggle out, loosen up. Next we're going to do variations on Janu Shirshasana. So hold one leg to bring it up and take a spinal breath. So from your tailbone, imagine energy flowing up your spine. On the inhale, on the exhale, it relaxes down. Take your hands to the back again and twist your hip inwards and then outwards. Do that twice more, just like a warm-up. So just seeing how much you can turn in and out now. When you finish, place your hands, place your foot against your other straight leg, either low, medium or high level, depending on your knee, hip and back flexibility. And this is where you open up your hip, etc. Open up your calf, wiggle around, get comfy. This straight leg, you can either have it a little bit bent or straight, or you can use your band around to keep it straight. So inhale, lift very tall, spinal breath. Exhale, gently draw in the belly as you open your arms first, like the frilly wings of a lizard as you lean a bit forward. Let's do that again. Inhale, straighten up, turning a little bit over your straight leg. Breathing out, the bottoms move back as your body moves forward, straight from the hips. And we do it once more and stay there. Inhale, exhale, lean forward. Now you can walk your hands down, turn your elbows downwards a little bit, or even if you've got long arms like me, you can even hold your foot. Drop your elbows down and reach forward. We're going to do that 4-6 breathing 3 times. So up and down your spine, breathing in, feel like you're lifting up and long. Breathing out, relax down your spine for 6 counts. Head, knee, Janu Shirshasana. 2 more breaths. And then when you finish, either use your belt to help you upright or release the belt. We're going to straighten this bent knee by doing a variation of the heron. So bring that bent leg up, hands either underneath your knee or thigh or ankle, or if you can reach all the way to the foot. Stretch the leg forward where you can, and then you're going to lift the thigh towards your face and your face towards the thigh. So inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly lift up and then head down. And then support the leg to go down, shake out your arms and legs, loosen up, and we'll do all of that, including the warm-ups to the other side. So bend up your other leg. Let's take a spinal breath. Lift tall on the inhale. On the exhale, relax. Hands to the back. 3 hip rotations, inward and outward. Just
tuning in and checking yourself to see how open you are. Place your foot where comfortable, or using your hands where comfortable against the straight leg. And you can either bend the leg or use your belt around the straight leg. Sit up straight, inhale. Exhale, draw in the belly, open your armpits like frilly winged lizards, and slowly release forwards. We'll do it 2 more, just like a leaning warm. Up. Exhale, wiggle forward, nice straight spine. And then we're going to do it a 3rd time and hold it. Inhale, exhale, hold the movement, but relax the breath. And again, drop the elbows and shoulders down, length through the body. 3 spinal breaths. Inhale, lengthen up and forward. Exhale, relax back. 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, we're slowly going to walk ourselves out of it and do the heron variation. So bring the bent knee forward, lift the leg up, either here, or foot here, or hands around the foot. Straighten the leg as much as you can. This is the inhale. On the exhale, lift the thigh up towards your forehead and your head towards your knee. Just a few breaths. Slowly release. Shake out your arms and legs. Loosen up. Take a little pause. I'm going to do just a very gentle chest opening. So open your legs a little bit. Your hips, feet facing each other, hands to the back. Broaden the chest and stretch out. Good. We're now going to do a series of movements called the boat, Nakasana. So bring your feet, or you will need your block for this. Bring your feet closer together, knees bent, and it's really important for this beginner's level to have your feet on the floor, not leaning, not lifting the feet, okay? So this is very easy. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean back a little bit with a nice, soft, straight spine, so you're not protruding anywhere too much. Stay here, or we'll do it again. This is where we're going to need our block. Inhale, lift tall, block held down. Exhale, lean back, turn the block a little bit to one side. Inhale, block to the front. Exhale, turn the block a little bit to one side. Turn the block sideways if you can, maybe holding it from the top. Inhale. And then on the exhale, draw the belly in, a little twist and turn. See if you can touch the block to the floor even. Inhale here. Exhale to the side. And then finally, either block or no block. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the side somewhere, or on the block. Inhale here to the front, and exhale, twist. So that's the beginner's level. Come out of it, stretch out your legs, give them a shake. Next level is we're going to lift one leg up at a time, but we won't use the block unless you can do that for your home practice. So start feet flat, inhale. Exhale, lean back, and to make it easy, just put your fingertips on the floor. Lift one leg on the exhale, lower it down. Lift the other leg on the exhale, lower it down. So the knees are still bent. Twice more. And you can try it, of course, with your hands in the air. Okay, make your way up to sitting, stretch out your legs. There is a third level where we're going to stretch our legs out straight, if we can. So bend your legs, inhale, exhale, lean back. Once again, to make it start making it easy, put your fingertips on the floor. Lift both legs up together, and then stretch your legs forward. You can stay here, or you can bring your hands in the air. Take a breath. And then to finish, bring your feet together, and we're going to do that cobbler position. So sit up straight and tall. You can have your hands to the back to open the chest and lift very long neck out of your shoulders. Otherwise, you can spill yourself a bit forward from the hips. Inhale and then exhale, leaning forward. You can wiggle your
bottoms back. You can bring your head towards your feet, which I will not do. One more breath. Baddha Konasana, the cobbler position. When you finish, stretch your legs forward, and that completes the section. So we're going to start the next section on our hands and knees. Fold your legs back. Have your knees positioned sort of under your hips and your hands positioned sort of under your shoulders. So you've got even weighting like a tabletop. Let's position our hands in the tiger's claws. So slightly splay your fingers and then imagine you've got tiger's claws growing out of your paws and you're gripping your mat. Okay, so there you are strong. Your elbows are positioned to roll, to face the soft part a little bit forward and the hard part towards you. We're going to start with something called the hula cat now. So imagine there's a hula hoop around your waist or chest or lower back and circle that hula hoop 3 times one way. And then back the opposite way. Amazing stretch for the back. So nice. Good. Reposition in the table and then move your hands about half a hand space forward. Reposition your tiger's claws and we're going to do the cat whilst leaning forward. So just a little lean forward without collapsing the hips. So you feel very strong and this is a new cat. So you stretch and lift your chest, your breastbone, your sternum and breathe in. As you breathe out, stay here, lift your tummy muscles, round out the upper back and push it back to the ceiling and glance down. Let's do that twice more. So inhale, a little stretch forward. The belly should be reasonably relaxed in this. On the exhale, turn your belly, round out the back, get strong through your arms. And let's do that once more. Inhale, cat extend. Exhale, cat flex. Keep the cat flex and slowly start moving the weight back. And then wiggle down as much as you can so you're sitting down between your feet. You can either keep the hands a little bit loose or turn the palms up to stretch out your fingers and wrists. Come back to the cat. We're going to do the flying griffin. To start with, extend your right leg back on the floor and your opposite left arm forward. And to make it easy and nice, you turn your left palm in like you're going to shake somebody's hands. Inhale, lift your outstretched limbs like you're going to shake somebody's hands. And then make sure you're not collapsing down or not swaying. You're just going to look down and breathe strongly. And then bring yourself in towards yourself. And let's do the other side straight away. So extend first, lift up, hello, and then look down. So come in, bring your hand towards your bent knee, and then take the child again. So sitting back in the child with the arms extended. So it's just a child variation. If you want, you can bring your hands under your face for extra support for your head, or even use your block under your face. Come back to the cat for the next move, which is called the hover dog. So tuck your toes underneath and we're just going to hover with our knees a little bit off the floor. So make yourself strong in your arms and your upper back, in your tummy awareness, and then lift your knees a little bit into the air and hover. Okay, Relax, sit back in the child, any variation you like, arms forward, hands under the face, hands on the back, or even holding your feet. Our next variation is going to be a combination of hover dog and the flying griffin. So it's the flying griffin hover dog. So you're in the hover dog, and let's try it. This is quite controlled through your abdominals. You need a little bit of power and strength, and you need lots and lots of strength through your arms. So you do your hover dog, you take one leg back, the other leg forward, and lift. Immediately swap over. That's it. Relax back into the child, or any variation of the child that you like, supported. And to stretch out those legs, let's finish with downward facing dog. So once again, you start from the cat, or hands slightly further forward again. Tiger claws action again. And start from leaning forward slightly. Take that rounded back, so you're flexing the spine. Lift the knees and hover. Push back into your hover. And then from the hover, bring your chest towards your thighs. Then you can stretch your heels back one at a time to stretch out your legs. Lengthen the spine. Both feet back, and you're in downward facing dog. To come out of it, move the weight slowly forward into the full plank. So don't collapse the hips here. Keep the upper back strong, the arms strong. And then from the plank, we're going to lower down full length. So slowly lower yourself down. Take the hands under the face. We're going to be in the crocodile. Forehead on your top hand, resting.
Yeah.
So from the crocodile, we're going to do a lovely hip opening for the crawling crocodile. Roll over to slightly to one side to open your foot and hip, just like we did before in head knee, as much as you can, either out there or close in. And then the thing is to turn back forwards to the floor again. Rest, either with your head facing forward or to the side. A few breaths. So let's do that to the other side. So once again, legs together, open up the other hip and rest. Crawling crocodile. Okay. Turn your legs back together, and for the next move, we are going to do the snake. Bring your hands down next to your hips somewhere, starting on the floor. Relax your legs long. Press your legs and lower body gently into the floor, pinning sort of through your lower back, tailbone area. And then strengthen your chest and your upper back to slowly creep forward and rear up as much as you can. So that's the easy version. And the slightly stronger version is to bring your arms in close to you and lift your arms as straight as you can, so not bent. Straight, not too high. You want to have your arms in the air and pointing to the feet. Neck not too overly exposed, just long and flying out of your shoulders. For the next move, you are going to need the belt. And the belt will be behind our back. And you're going to do the same thing again, the snake, but holding the belt a little bit of a firm so that you get the arms straight. And press your legs to the floor, rear up, and feel like the belt is strongly moving you and rearing you up, a bit like a snake, so you can wiggle forward or back, not back, just forward and up. So we can do the same thing again, or we can add on a little bit more. We can add in the legs lifted as well. So the legs will lift, the arms will lift, and then this becomes the locust. You can do it just with your arms in the air or holding the belt. And then the final version of this is taking the belt forward, back a bit, and holding the belt forward with the arms straight, and then lifting up the legs, the arms. So you're sort of balancing on the middle of your body a bit more. Good. When you finish, return back to the crocodile. For our last section, we're going to be on our backs again, but we don't have to get up. You can just stretch one arm out, wiggle across the mat, and then turn towards the arm. So you're lying on your back, and you wiggle yourself back, so you're back on the mat again. We're going to need our belt for the next one. Place your belt around the sole of your right foot and stretch your right leg up to the ceiling. Sliding your hands down the belt so your shoulders are relaxed and you're able to stretch your leg comfortably, breathing smoothly. The next stretch, you hold the belt with just both belts with just your right hand. Open the right hip and foot to the right side and open the right leg to the right side as much as you can. Left hand stabilizes the left hip, so you're not sort of turning the left hip. And you can flex or point your foot or rest it on your block or wherever. We're going to take the right leg across to the left. Lift it up to the ceiling. Change hands if you want, or hold it with both hands. Straighten the left leg on the floor and then take the leg across. Now, you can turn the foot or ankle invert or evert it. You can keep both bottoms on the floor and lift up, or you can lift the right bottom right over. And then slowly reverse to come out of it. And then switch legs like this. So you just put your left leg in to the belt, bend your right knee, stabilize through your right foot and hip and pelvic region, and hold your 90-degree stretch in an easygoing fashion for a few breaths. Next, we have this huge hip opening. Hold the belt with both hands. Restabilize, take the leg and hip open to the left side. Bring the left leg up to the center, and before you take it across, straighten the right leg, and then slowly lift the buttock on the left side so you can go right across. Slowly unravel, come out of it. And then release your belt. Hug your knees to your chest and do sideways rocking again. We're going to do a little twist with our knees starting over our chest. So stretch your arms out in that easy T position. Roll your knees over towards your right elbow. Pop the legs on the floor. And you can either hold the legs there, or you can stretch out one or both feet into your right hand. Twist your upper body to the left. And then bend the knees. Bring the knees over the chest, and we'll do it to the other side. Bring the knees back over the chest again. Give yourself a little hug or a rock or a circle. And then slide your hands down the front of your shins to grasp the front of your ankles. Pop your toes on the floor in front of your bottoms. And then see if your feet can flatten. If your hands fly apart, just leave your hands on the floor. Otherwise, you can hold your ankles. Elbows down, chest broad, shoulder blades open and down. Start with a few little pelvic tilts. And we're going to change that into the half bridge. So press your feet down, lift your buttocks up, shoulders still on the floor. You can do that a couple of times, or just lift and hold the position. Then when you're ready, inch yourself down. Once again, hug your knees to your chest. Maybe lift your head a bit. Maybe stretch your legs up, circle your feet. Take any small moves that you need to before we make ourselves comfortable in relaxation. So you can either start with your legs bent on the floor, open one leg out to the side, and then the other leg out to the side, or you can just straight away go straight, hop your feet apart, flip open the hips, flip open the arms and chest, head in neutral position and softening. Let the whole body relax from head to toe. Softening the face, the eyes, the throat. Softening the chest, the shoulders, the arms to your fingers. Softening the torso, the upper back, the chest, the heart center. The waist, the middle region of the torso, the abdomen around the hips to the lower back. Then relax down your legs to your knees, ankles, and toes. Imagine the whole body is softly melting into the floor. Let go a little bit more, eyes closed now, and flow into your breathing awareness. Very gentle breathing. Nothing special, just breathing in and out. We're going to slightly enhance that breathing awareness by bringing in the concept of prana, life force. So with the breath in, imagine you're breathing in life force, prana. And as you breathe out, it softly relaxes and flows through the whole body. So breathe in prana. And as you breathe out, it spreads through all the cells in the body. And that starts a kind of a healing process. Let's stay in this lovely healing phase for a few more gentle breaths. Very good. It's time to gently bring your awareness back to your bodies lying on the floor and let go your
visualization and your inner practices. Ease yourself slowly back by breathing in and out a little bit more normally. Then move your extremities, loosen your fingers, toes, maybe even slight movements of the neck. You can hop your feet a little closer together, rub your hands, and place your hands or palms over your eyes or face. Bend your knees, gently open your eyes, refresh yourself, and then we're going to slowly turn to one side and come up to sitting. So roll over to one side, soften just a little bit longer, use your hands to prop yourself up, and as you come up, take a comfortable sit and feel the flow of prana still within you. So all the impurities have washed away, all the disturbances are lessened, and you feel a kind of a refreshment taking their place. Thank you for sharing this class with me. Bring your hands together. Namaste.